The comfort, equipment, amenities, quality, performance, and status of luxury cars are all better than those of regular cars. They show the status of their owners as well as the brand image of the company that made them. Here is the list of top 10 luxury cars ever built. Number 10, Mercedes-AMG S65L. The Mercedes S-Class limousine's top-of-the-line performance version hasn't changed much in the way it works in more than a decade. This car hasn't needed to because it has a twin-turbocharged petrol V12 that makes 621 brake horsepower and 738 lb-ft of torque. It's an engine that can get a 2¼ ton, 5.3-meter long, rear-driven limousine from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds, and that's before it's really settled down, found its legs, and started going. Still, the S65 is a real luxury car, with a smooth ride and a high level of refinement. That's why we list it at the bottom of our super luxury class rankings. It has more comfort on board than anything else with the same level of performance, and its huge torque reserves make it so easy to drive that it's hard to believe you don't have to do much to move something so big so quickly. The price of this car starts at $232,500. Number 9, Rolls-Royce Dawn. The super luxurious convertible with 4 seats is a very rare type of car. Mercedes has a 4-seater S-Class with a top that can be opened, and Bentley has had the Azure drop top and now the Continental GTC. But Rolls-Royce has had more than one 4-seater super cabriolet in its lineup at different times in the last 10 years. And while the drop-top version of the current generation Phantom hasn't come out yet, its smaller Ghost or Wraith equivalent, the Dawn, is still a big part of Goodwood's lineup. When this car came out in 2016, the company used unusually speedy language to describe it. They called it the sexiest Rolls-Royce ever built. Whether you agree or not, you can't argue with the car's pedigree that it has the same platform and 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged gasoline V12 engine as the Wraith Coupe. It makes 563 brake horsepower and 575 lb-ft of torque, which is less than the Wraith's 624 brake horsepower but still enough to beat the earlier Phantom drophead coupe. The price of this car starts at $368,850. Number 8, Range Rover SV Autobiography. The long wheelbase, top-tier Range Rover has come a long way as a luxury car since the days when it was based on the famous SUV. The modern SV Autobiography is hand-finished by Land Rover at its special operations base near Coventry. It is now 5.2 meters long and can weigh up to 2.6 tons at its heaviest point. It was made to take full advantage of the growing market for expensive SUVs and the respect some people have for the Range Rover brand, which it does quite well. The SV Autobiography can be powered by either a gasoline V8, a diesel V8, or a 4-cylinder gasoline plug-in hybrid. It only has 4 seats, but each of the rear, lounge, chairs has a fold-out aluminum tray table, and a sliding panoramic sunroof makes the interior feel very light and open. The materials inside are also nicer to touch and cost more than those in the standard Range Rover. The price of this car starts at $211,000. Number 7, Rolls-Royce Ghost. When the Ghost luxury cars came out in 2009, they were a line in the sand for Rolls-Royce. They marked the start of a change that increased the number of cars the company made each year from hundreds to several thousand. Using mechanical parts from the BMW 7 Series, the Ghost made owning a Rolls-Royce a little bit easier, but that was still a big deal. Since the next Ghost will move on to the same all-aluminum Rolls-Royce only platform that the Phantom and Cullinan use, it's possible that management's thoughts on the decision to use those BMW Group mechanicals are different now than they were before. The Phantom is very much a car to drive, but the Ghost was made to be driven by a wealthy person, and its lively personality shows that. Because it is smaller and lighter than the Phantom, it rides more smoothly and turns more quickly. The price of this car starts from $343,000. Number 6, Bentley Bentayga. The Bentley Bentayga was the first of a slew of super SUV Versas that cost more than $100,000 to hit the market in 2016. It was highly rated when it came with a W12 engine, and it was even higher rated when Bentley released a 4.0-liter, 429 brake horsepower turbocharged diesel V8 from Audi in 2017. This engine made the same amount of torque as the 12-cylinder petrol motor make. Then, in 2018, because diesel engines were becoming more toxic, Bentley stopped selling the Bentayga diesel in Europe. In the same year, a V8 gasoline model was added, and in 2019, a plug-in hybrid was added. The Speed, which has 626 horsepower. Even in this class, the Bentayga stands out because of its wonderfully plush interior, its swell of torque-filled performance, and its sense of imperious, all-encompassing luxury. The price of this car starts from $177,000. Number 5 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. The Cullinan's design has been criticized by enough people from different backgrounds to make it clear that its maker took a big risk by making a car that some people have called awkward and ugly and others have slammed in even harsher terms. But if Rolls-Royce's research is accurate, and a year's worth of confirmed orders is a good sign that it is, the dislike of those who wouldn't have bought a Cullinan anyway won't stop it from being a commercial success. There are as many things to like about living on this train as there are things to dislike about the idea or the way it looks. This is a real Rolls-Royce, and some of its best features are its outstanding mechanical refinement, unbeatable ride comfort, and easy-to-use controls. The price of this car starts from $351,250. Number 4 Bentley Mulsanne. An aristocratic limousine that can be seen from hundreds of yards away and whose main goal is to serve the passengers' needs first. Well, this super luxury class has something made for. The Mulsanne is a high-end luxury four-door car that tries to look less flashy and loud than a key British limousine competitor. It feels less formal than the Rolls-Royce Phantom, and the inside looks and feels more like the smoking room of an old gentleman's club than the ballroom with chandeliers in the Phantom. The quality of the materials, the shine and natural look of the wood veneers, and the tactile appeal of many of the fittings are the best in the world. While the Mulsanne doesn't ride as smoothly as some of its closest competitors, it handles and responds with more vigor and verve, thanks in part to its torquey turbocharged petrol V8. The price of this car starts at $300,000. Number 3 Mercedes-Maybach S650. The S650 is the modern standard-bearer for Daimler's Maybach superluxury brand. It is the richest and most special car in what may be the most respected and admired range of limousines in the world. From the outside, it looks at least as much like an S-Class as a Maybach. Compared to a Rolls-Royce or Bentley, an S-Class might not have as much drool-worthy curb appeal. However, being an S-Class gives this car all those advanced active suspension and driver assistance technologies, which help make it so refined, rich, and comfortable. The S650's 621 brake horsepower, 737 lb-ft twin-turbocharged gasoline V12 engine is barely audible, and its commitment to comfort and good manners is outstanding. The price of this car starts at $203,545. Number 2 Bentley Flying Spur. Bentley's four-door Continental Series limousine started its modern life in 2006 as the Continental Flying Spur. It didn't drop the Continental name until 2014, when it got its biggest redesign yet. But the Flying Spur is now in its third generation, which you can tell by its bolder, more muscular design, which takes a lot of inspiration from the most recent, attractive Continental GT Coupe. It keeps the luxurious cabin from being too affected by the road and sets the stage for really good driving dynamics. There are clear improvements in grip, balance, and steering. There is, of course, the same 6.0-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, which is the car's calling card. It makes 626 brake horsepower and has a lot of torque, which gets the car to 62 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds and to a top speed of more than 200 miles per hour. There will also be versions of the Spur with Bentley's lighter, more easily revving V8 engine and a 6-cylinder hybrid drivetrain. The price of this car starts at $198,725. Number 1 Rolls-Royce Phantom. The most luxurious car in this world is Rolls-Royce Phantom. Owners will love it at least as much for how it shows off their wealth and status as they will for how special it makes them feel when they travel in one. But even though most people will never know this, the latest Phantom is a joy to drive. Its smooth, quiet, and comfortable ride is like nothing else you'll find in other car. Even though Rolls-Royce has installed the latest run-flat tire technology, the ride is still quiet and smooth. Yet, the car's large-rimmed steering wheel feels just right and has the right amount of weight. It's also amazing how easy it is to put such a big car on the road. It's as refined and flexible its V12 engine, and smoothly the throttle pedal moves when you step on it. The price of this car starts at $460,000. Subscribe Moneyverse for more videos like this. Also check out other videos.